If you're going to pick a moment to up your game, this is the moment, and you've picked it. Well done. Absolutely marvellous.
It's Molly and Carlos. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello.
You all right? Now, guys, listen, we'll talk about dance off in a second. You guys opened the Strictly Quarterfinals 2022.
Yeah.
Did you love it?
Yes, I was really nervous actually though, because it felt like I was like back in one of the early weeks.
Yeah.
Opening the show is like a big deal.
It's daunting.
It's daunting, and it was the first time we've done it. Of this whole series.
Yeah.
And it's the quarterfinals, and it's musicals week. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but it was so much fun.
A lot of pressure riding on it, but you know what? You did a great job. And you had all them pros
I know.
as well. Was that comforting having all of them, or were you a bit like, oh, I've got to keep up with them now as well?
I think it's a bit of both. I think overall the feeling is that it's a nice addition and good energy to have with you. But then there is that also that scary bit of you could stick out like a sore thumb. So, but
Well,
I loved it.
You didn't. You looked absolutely gorgeous. And Carlos, we know the Charleston is Molly's favourite dance. So when you were coming into rehearsals, did it make it easier last week for you guys?
But it actually was. Actually, because she loving it, because also she loves swivel. And she gets swivel
Loves swivel.
Yeah, she gets in the swivel like straight away. So it's quite production week.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, though. I'm really glad you both enjoyed it. And I should say, it was reflected in the scores, because your highest score of the series so far... Yeah. 2 points away from the perfect score. But how was it seeing those 10 paddles?
So amazing. I feel like, especially at this point in the competition, it's so nice that they're seeing how hard we're working, and it's so nice to feel like it's paying off as well. And yeah, it was just amazing. It was like you said, because it's my favourite dance anyway, I was like, OK, I'm excited regardless of what happens. And then to get 2 10s on top of that, it's just like, OK, cherry on top.
Well, you were excited at the scores. Carlos, I nearly ran in. I was like, you're right, darling. The emotion just filled you. Look at your face.
I was too emotional because, you know what, because we rarely get 10.
Yeah.
Up the week 11. So I was expecting 10 in the early. I was, very
to go,
ambition, but sort of like, let's forget about 10. Let's just enjoy and do our best job. And the 2 10s come. I was like, oh.
Well, this to me just looks like 1 10. Let's have a little look with 2 10s. This is what I love most about this moment. Have a little look. Your face is an absolute picture. It's like, I got it.
No, it's because we always do our little heart.
I
And
know, but it was like,
So I was like, quickly, we've got to do it just so we don't miss one. And he was like, OK.
Well, look, I could see you were emotional, and you know what? It was well deserved, because it was great scores. But ended up in the dance-off again, the 4th time you've been there. So many viewers were really shocked to see you in the dance-off. I think it was Ryan actually got in touch on Twitter, and he said, this Charleston from Molly was one of the best I've ever seen on Strictly. There is no way she deserved to be in that dance-off again. And do you know what, Molly, for me, you've really took the dance-off in your stride when you've been in there before. This week I could tell you were like, why? Why again? You could tell that you'd worked so hard. Is it knocking your confidence, or is it giving you that fire to go, no, I'm staying and I'm doing this?
I think the first dance-off definitely knocked my confidence. Like, I was so nervous going into the next week, because I was like, oh gosh, I don't just have to come back, with a new dance, but I've got to come back even better,
Yeah.
But I feel like, what's lovely about this competition is I've grown as a person as well, and I think it's taught me a lot of resilience and to pick myself back up. And then, like I said, this week has given me a bit of oomph.
Well, you're going to need them, because you're doing 2 dances this week. Congratulations for making the semis. Honestly, you really do deserve it. And as I said, you're going to be doing 2 dances. One's the American Smooth to this. Oh, Carlos. I thought Adele was in the room. Adele, is that you?
Is it
Sorry, can we hear that again, please?
Yes, baby, it's me.
I genuinely thought she was here. It's crazy. But Carlos, apart from the British accent, what type of American Smooth are we expecting from you guys this week?
It was... I feel like I wanted we just go with flow. It's like, just go with the music and we do exactly what the music tells us to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be all about the music. Just go
Yeah.
with that and
And
feel
freedom.
it.
Yeah, and we want, like, you know, the passion to come through.
Yeah. Well, you say passion. Add a bit of that and save it because it's going to get a bit of drama when you have a pass the dough blade to this one. Oh, I can feel it. Oh, it's going through my veins, that one.
I know.
And I've got to say, it's a fitting song
I
title
got
for you
this one
guys,
now.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Fitting Survivor.
I know. I feel like, you know, the elements are there. You know, two of my favourite artists and band. And, yeah, I feel like you said, this song is such a fitting song for us because we have kept going and we've not let the dance-offs completely knock us.
Good.
So, yeah.
And also just seeing how her surviving from most of the dance-off.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, she was brilliant in that tango the other week. What is she going to be bringing to the paso from the tango? Because you can take elements of that, can't you?
Actually, did, because in today's choreo, like, we literally get connected with tango. Some U-turns, some checks, elements was very similar. We used a lot, and she already knew it, which is good for me. Because two dances, if she knew already some, that it's easier for me to keep going.
Yeah. Although it always feels like you're starting again. He's like, you've done this last week. I was like,
It does every week, doesn't it? It does every week. Double starting again this week.
Yeah.
Yous are going to be great, and I really, really can't wait to see you. Good
Thank you.
luck on Sunday. Give it up for Molly and Carlos, everyone! That is it from me. A massive thank you to all of my guests. Jeanette is going to be back tomorrow with Fleur and Vito. The Pro Challenge will continue, and gorgeous Vicky Gill is going to be giving us a sneak peek at some of the semi-final outfits. I'll be back on Friday. Night-night.